Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miriam Okori. It's a girl Mimi. First, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Like this is my first video for the year, and I'm sorry I've not been consistent since last year. Like last year I was really busy. Last year I couldn't have a chance to do new videos on YouTube. But well, this year I'm gonna try to be consistent as much as I can and try to make new. So today I'm going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial on how to do your brows. So please watch the end of this video. When you want to do your brows, you'll be needing a concealer brush. It can be an angle brush or a brush like this. So you're going to use to do your concealer and fluffy brushes. We're using fluffy brushes to blend out the concealer, and I'll be using um LA in the shade Fawn and Purebeige. I start by cleaning my brows to make sure the brows are clean. Okay, then next I go in with comb, blend it with your hands to help out with your brows not to become oily. Blend as soon as possible because it gets dry. As you can see, it gets dry. You see. So after this, I use my spoolie brush to brush up. Before you start your brows, make sure your brows are carved. As you can see, mine is already carved. So I go in a little bit of lash glue. You get your lash glue, you can tap on your hand, then you brush you brush as soon as possible so it won't get dry. Because once it gets dry, it becomes difficult to blend in. To know where you're going to begin your brows, you can do this. This is your starting point of your brows, and you can see this is where your brows are going to start. And to know when you're going to get that arc, you just like towards the end of your eyeball, it's like this. You can just slide to know. Okay, or maybe when you do this, you just like mark. If I beginner, and just mark there. Then you slant to know where your arc is going to be. That's the end of the brows. Like you just look straight. You're looking straight, not sideways or being sure this where your arc is going to be. You can mark. Then to know the end of your brows, like it's not, or you can do this towards the end of your eye. This where your brows are supposed to end. And you mark. Then you start drawing. I use a dry liner or eye pencil, any of your choice, anyone you feel like you can do well with. Just take a little bit, not too much. Hello guys, please when carving your brows, make sure you carve them above your brow bone because your brows are supposed to be above the brow bone. So it'll be easy for you when lining them. You already know where your brows are supposed to begin, where you're supposed to have your arc, and where your brow is supposed to end. And for your upper brow, slightly line above your natural brows, so it's going to look natural as you can see. And when filling in, you fill those spaces where you have scanty brows or where there is space. You fill in those places slightly with short strokes. And for the beginning of your brows, you make light strokes, not using too much force to make it look natural. The line, like when lining your upper brow is not supposed to come too forward, so it's going to have that natural effect. Do the same thing. Brows are sisters, but they are not twin. I mean, that's how they say it. So your both brows mustn't actually look the same. Even though it mustn't be the same, just try to make it look equal. So the difference will not be clear. Okay, not forgetting when your brow starts, where your arc is going to be. So you can just mark, then where your brow is going to end. See, you can just mark there. You just encourage me, so I'm going to do more. I'm just doing the same thing I did on this brow. I noticed the brow was short, so I had to arrange it. That's why it's very important to measure your brow. For concealing, you use two shades lighter than your skin tone in this region, and maybe one shade lighter than your skin tone, or exactly the shade of your skin tone at the beginning and the end. And for concealing, avoid using too much product so you'll be able to blend. Make sure your brush is flat. Then just follow the lines. For my brow bone area, I'm using LA Gel in the shade Purebeige. I'm just following the lines. And it's fine. If you make any mistake, it's fine. It can be corrected. So as I'm moving, as I'm concealing, I'm blending. So maybe while you were doing your concealer and maybe the concealer on your brush move into your already lined brows, you use the pencil like if make sure your pencil is very sharp. Then you don't go from under, you go from inside like this. just slightly. When lining my brows, I pass where my brows were supposed to end. So I'm using Karite Gel in the shade Fawn. I'll be using it at the end and the beginning of my brows. So I'm just trying to give it that sharp end. Make sure the brows are very sharp at the end. I've been seeing brows. I don't know if it's brows or it's brows. I don't know, but constantly I've been seeing brows. I don't know. Guys, besides guys seeing why I'm bending my head, like, why am I bending like this? So at this point, I'm just trying to blend in the concealer with a blending brush. You just tap in the brush into the concealer. I use a brush for my brow bone area, another brush for the beginning and the end of my brows. If you're doing a full makeup, you do your makeup first before using your foundation. Use your foundation for the upper brow. So since I'm not doing a full makeup, maybe I'll just use the concealer to do my upper brow. Try to blend to avoid harsh lines. So when you're done blending, you set with powder. So I'm using a powder to set my brows. So I'm just setting the brows while blending. And I'm using a lighter shade under my brow bone area. And I'll also be setting my upper brow as well. While setting, don't swipe, just dab into the concealer. So at the end, this is how your brow is going to look like. Please comment, don't forget to share and subscribe. This is my first time of doing a makeup tutorial and this is my first video, that's a brow tutorial. Please don't forget to share. And I love you guys.